Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Pranamam to all blessed souls. So far, we have seen 7 mantras. We have tried to understand the meaning of the 7 mantras. Whatever the Rishi has aimed to convey probably has been conveyed through these 7 mantras. In the first mantra, it was mentioned that we have to see God as pervading everything. With that knowledge, when we are able to entertain a sense of renunciation, then we will be able to free ourselves from all covetousness. In the second mantra, the yoga of karma has been mentioned. Do your karma, do your action, fully investing yourself in that, but then not with a desire to appropriate the result for yourself. In mantra 3, the Rishi has warned us about what would happen if we neglect the self, if we disregard the self. We will be going from birth to birth, we will be going to darker and darker sunless areas. In the 4th and 5th mantras, what is the nature of Brahman has been sought to be conveyed. Brahman is inexpressible, inexplicable, but still an attempt has been made to convey what exactly is Brahman by resorting to contradictions. It moves, it doesn't move, it stays stable in one place, but then at the same time it overtakes everything else. And it has also been hinted in mantra 4 that everything that is in this universe, which is just a reflection of that Brahma, everything that is in this universe is also controlled and everything is energized by prana, which itself is functioning under the Brahma, fully under the Brahma. So, the universe cannot be chaotic. In mantras 6 and 7, what would be the approach of a person who is realized, who has realized Brahman, who has realized truth? His approach, his nature is given. He sees the self in everything, everything in the self. That has also been mentioned. So, there is no room for him. There is no place for moha or shoka, delusion or grief. There is no place for these in him. That has also been made clear. In the rest of the mantras, the Rishi reinforces the idea, sometimes adds a little bit to that idea, sometimes gives an extension to that idea, and also he sums up what has already been mentioned. And with all this in mind, what a person living in this world of Vyavahara, in this ordinary world, what he should also be doing has been mentioned towards the end. Going to mantra 8, it's slightly longer than the rest of the mantras. It's a very important mantra. It goes like this. Sa paryagat shukram akayam avranam asnaviram shuddham apapavidham kavir manishi paribhu swayambhu yada tathyadorthan vyadhathat shashwadibhya samabhya. Brahman is all-pervading. Paryagat, all-pervading. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh says Brahman is that goes abroad, means it pervades everything. There is no space which is not covered by him. He spreads and he envelops everything. He has gone in all directions, as Sri Shankara Bhagavad-pada says. Brahma that goes in all directions means there is no space, no area, nothing that is not covered by him. Paryagat Shukram, luminous. It emits light. Not only that it is luminous, it is self-luminous. It has not been lighted by anything else. On the reverse, it is the Brahman that lends light to everything. The sun shines, the moon shines, the fire shines, everything that shines, the Vaidyuti, the electricity, lightning, everything gets its light from that self-luminous, self-effulgent Brahman, Shukram. Akayam, without body. If a thing has a body, that means something differentiates it from the rest of the surroundings. Normally it is matter. In terms of matter, it stands differentiated from the rest of the things. Brahman is undifferentiated, no body. And Acharyas also remind us that by using the word akayam, it means what has been indicated is that Brahman is beyond the subtle body. Normally, when we speak about a Jivatma, we say a Jiva has a gross body made up of material, a subtle body that makes the gross body function and which remains even after the gross body disintegrates. Sukshma Sharira. Brahman is beyond Sukshma Sharira, Akayam. It is beyond the subtle body. And then Avranam, without bruises, without wounds, without the scars of wounds, without sores, soreless. That means Brahman is unfragmented, unbroken, and asnaviram, without muscles. The expression avranam and asnaviram, that is without bruises, without getting fragmented. Brahman doesn't get fragmented. It is not supported by muscles. These two expressions, avranam and asnaviram, would go to show that Brahman is beyond the gross body, beyond all grossness. Then Shuddha, pure, always pure. Apapavidham, it is not pierced by any kind of pairs. Papa, punya, that is sin and merit. Dharma, adharma, righteousness and unrighteousness. All these things, these pairs of opposites, these do not taint Brahman. Brahman is not pierced by any of these things. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to pray before Bhavatarini Devi and say, he used to say, Mother, here is your merit and sin. Take it. I don't want it. Here is your dharma and adharma, righteousness and unrighteousness. Take it. I do not want that. But, Ma, I cannot say, please take away this truth, because Ma is truth. Brahman is truth. Sat, Chit, Ananda, Sat. It is the truth. So, the one and only truth. And there is no opposite to that. So he can't say, Paramahamsa, Guru Maharaj could not say, please take away this truth. Brahman is untainted by sin or merit, untainted by sin, unaffected by merit, unaffected by righteousness, untainted by unrighteousness. Apapa Vidham. And he is Kavi.